I was thinking about how, how people fall in love,
Oh my
and
god.
okay, let me not put it like this. So, you know how um, you have so many rules before you get into a relationship, or let's say you have so many rules that guided a particular relationship. Just like when I was talking to you and I was telling you that I want to be with a man that I like hearing his voice,
Yeah.
and then you said that if I like him,
You won't care about his
the
voice, or his
voice,
voice will start sounding nice to you. Yes, it's the truth.
right? And then I was thinking about the fact that that's true, because that means we probably don't like them enough, right? And then I'm thinking about you, about how but I don't mention anybody's name,
Yeah,
but I want to say poor human,
yeah.
and you know what I'm talking about. So you remember, we've spoken, and then you say how in your previous relationship, how you're unable to call a so-called man, you're unable to use the word babe. You were unable to, rather, unable to use the word babe. You just couldn't find yourself doing certain things in
Yeah.
that kind of relationship at
Yeah.
the time,
Yeah.
right? But now, guy, when you fell in love, like this current relationship that you're in, this this particular relationship that you're in now, I feel like you become an entirely different person.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there are certain things, like you said, that I was always like, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And like now, it's just pouring out of me. I don't
It's
know
like,
how to explain it, but yeah.
so what changed?
Um, I think that for situations or things like that, it's just, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe it's the person because
The person, you or him?
him in
Okay,
my in
in
my
your
case,
situation, yeah.
yes. So I think in my case it was him, so he gave first, right?
Okay.
So because when you care about somebody, naturally you're going to want to give, you're going to want to make sure the person is good, the person is fine, the person is okay. Like you're just gonna want to make sure like your partner is at their best possible
Yeah.
level at all times, and you're gonna want to have a hand, to have to play a role in that and everything. So he gave first, right? Apart from me just, caring about him so deeply and wanting to like be,
Oh, lovey-dovey.
yeah, he gave. I genuinely mean it when I say he gave first. Like even before because at first when we started talking and he told me like, oh, like when I'm with somebody, I like pet names rather than us using our normal names because that's what I use with every other person.
Do you
At
know what comes to my
first
mind?
was
The fact that somebody else.
stop it. So I mean,
Well, I'm listening.
at first, initially, I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's something I can do. And he was like, don't worry, just let it flow, give yourself time.
Okay,
You
so
see
he did
that.
not make a big deal out
Yeah,
of
he didn't
it.
make a big deal about it. He just let me know that that was what he wanted, that's what he liked. And then when I was like, I don't know if I can do this, he was like, don't worry, like just let it flow, just let's do us. It will come to you naturally.
Okay, that was a different
And
response.
it came to me naturally. When I say it came to me, I mean it came to me because it was just like, oh, because obviously he will call me, oh babe, oh this, oh that. And so I think how it started was we didn't have the conventional babe baby at first, like so we used to call each other bride and groom at
Oh,
first.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that was how we started. So it was a situation of, oh, you used to call each other hi bride, hi groom, and then from there we just went to call each other like babe, baby, darling, sweetie, anything. Like we had the whole lots of it.
I can't get over the fact that you can call a man babe.
Right. Who is this person?
So for you, was there anything that changed? Like for you, like was there a personal thing? Was there any point where you sat down to make the decision
That
that this man, I'm going to call you babe. This man, all my walls, we're going to bring them down. This man, or was he a you thing or a him thing, or was it still him that gave you the opportunity to? I don't even know how to rephrase the question.
okay, so I would say he created the space for me to be me. Like he just,
No pressure.
yes, it was like no pressure. Like even sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I don't know if I can do, because I'm somebody that's very avoidant. If I have a problem, I don't want to deal with it. I just want to sleep, and when I wake up, I will be okay. But like he's someone that likes to like sort things out. So he would give me like he doesn't really like this whole there's something going on and you're like, oh, I need space type of thing. But he would give me space when stuff will happen. He would give me space. He'd be like, okay, just take your time, do this, and then before 5 minutes pass, I'm the one calling him back and saying, I don't need space, I don't need space. Like, do you get? So he really like gave me the opportunity to just be me and flourish as me. And then I don't know, I just picked up being his babe.
So why does it feel like this guy sounds like someone who is emotionally intelligent and
Because he
very
really is.
emotionally mature?
Yes, he's very emotionally intelligent and very emotionally mature. Like, I tell him sometimes, I'm like, I don't even understand how you do things. Because, like, when I'm upset, I want to shout. I can shout and be shouting, and he'll just be like, he'll just be quiet and he'll let me finish. And the way he would just so calmly articulate every single thing that he wants to say, you will not be feeling stupid for shouting. And I'm like, but I'm angry. And he was just very calm. Like, he won't, like, he's never raised his voice at me. Like, not, like, his voice is the same tempo. It's the same, like, it doesn't go high. In fact, it will even come down. And I'm like, are you not angry? He's like, yeah, I'm obsessed, but like, why would I be shouting at you? Like, and then I'm just here like, well, so he's very emotionally mature in the sense that even if there are situations or things that we disagree on, like, he knows how to like talk to me about this, and like in a way that you like, he when he's done talking, you understand where he's coming from, you see where he's coming from, and he doesn't impose like, okay, I don't like this, me I like it, you don't like it. Does it not mean that he's gonna tell me, oh no, don't do this, or oh no, don't do that? Like I said, he's gonna explain to you why he doesn't like it, where he's coming from, you know, things like that. And then by the time he's done, yourself, you'll be like, ah, that makes sense. You'll be like, say, I no go do him again. So he's very emotionally mature and intelligent. He knows how to articulate his thoughts. He knows how to pass his message across. He knows how to deal with situations that, you know, that when certain things happen, you just know that if this thing is not properly handled, it can be a huge fight. And like, he knows how to like diffuse a situation. Like, and I feel like he learns me enough to know once my mood or my tone starts changing, he knows how to like just not let it pass that, and then yeah.
So he knows you and allows you to be you.
Yeah, basically. And he
serious.
just takes me for everything that I am.
I'm not trying to force anything on you.
Yeah, exactly. Not trying to force
I
anything
don't-
or change me in any way. And that's the thing, is that like him doing that has now made me come to a place where I'm like, okay, I know I have some very unhealthy habits or ways of dealing with certain things. And I now came to the point where I made the decision to do better.
Do better.
Exactly.
So how are you doing better?
For starters, I don't be shouting no more.
Are you serious?
Yeah, actually, when I'm upset now, I don't shout. Like,
So
I'm
what do you
just
do?
like, I just take a deep breath, and I'm like, okay, babe, this is this is that. This was how I was feeling in the moment. This was this, yeah. And I just now know how to articulate what I want to say
And be a loving Oyinda.
when I'm upset.
That's the part that shocked me the most. The fact that I see you being so babyish.
You're making me sound like as if.
No, I'm being so serious. Like, I don't know how. I don't even know how to. I don't know how to put it anymore. But I was so shocked when you called him and then you're like, "Hi, babe." Oh, babe. And then I really like that for you.
Thank you.
I think if there's anything men should understand, or some men should understand, not every man, is the fact that women likes when let me say some women like when they can be comfortable.
Yes.
You don't have to say, oh, you don't like it, and
It has to change now. Yeah.
but instead he said that give it time.
Yeah, he's just like, just don't worry. He's just like, don't worry, let it flow. Give it time. I'm like, okay. And you know me back then. I was like, don't worry. I promise you, it's not happen. And then when I just eventually now like entered the flow of doing pen names and all those things, he just reminded me of one. He was like, remember that day that you said that? Look at you now. And I was like, wow. Wow.
So when a woman is loved right, she does
Yeah.
not have all the wows and all
Yeah.
the I don'ts. I
agree.
do, don't.
Yeah.
All the don'ts become do's. So if you're going to tell I don't want to say if you're going to tell your ex something. Let's leave your ex in the past.
Yes, please.
But also, if you're going to tell, let's say the men of this generation, like a message, especially when they want to deal with, should I say, strong women, right? Especially when they want to not rude, arrogant women.
Yeah,
Those people are
yeah.
different. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But when they want to deal with strong women, what would you tell them?
Then just let her be her, because I feel like the way God designed things, women, I don't want to say women were not designed to be strong. Women were designed to be strong, but like our strength lies in certain areas. Like, for example, the universal example of men can't give birth. Like, it takes a lot of strength to carry a pregnancy through, to do labor and give birth, to now have to care for the child afterwards. Like, I think our strength lies in a lot of the emotional side of things. So God designed women to be strong, but like strong in a certain way and in a certain aspects and everything like that. So if a woman is what society now calls these days as unnecessarily strong, as per she's very super hyper independent. You know, there's a woman that like very super hyper independent.
So what comes to mind when she watches it? She knows I'm talking about her. Continue.
And like you're like, yeah, I don't really need a man for this, da. Like, I feel like the first thing you have to do is, first of all, understand the woman that you're dealing with, understand why she's that way, understand what made her that way, understand like where she's coming from, understand her traumas or what she's been through, things like that. And I feel like when you're able to properly understand, and I say understand and I mean understand, because there's surface level understanding and there's like a deeper level of understanding. And I feel like when you understand somebody on a deeper level, you're able to deal with them in a way that is just, in a way that will just best suit them. I don't know how to, but like you're able to deal with them that way. So I think the first thing I would say is that you should properly understand the woman you're dealing with. Because I'm going to be very honest, women are very complicated. Even us, sometimes we don't get ourselves. So like, you're going to learn something new maybe once every month at some point, but like
every month is even small.
Just like understand her and understand her for her, understand how she's built, and then when you now understand her, as much as you want certain things to change, also just give her space to be her. And I promise you, you know how they say if you give a woman a house, she gives you a home. Like, women have this ability to, what's the English word, multiply what we're giving. Exactly. So if you give her space to be her and you just love on her eyes, like, you'll be shocked.
She'll become like Oyinda.
Please.
Okay, so now what would you tell women that used to be like you?
Please give that man a chance. I beg you. I'm not saying, see, there's some men that you talk to, that you've been interested in, and you just know in your heart of hearts that this person is not right. Like, you just know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But like, you just know that this man is not. It's like something. 1 plus 1 will not be 2. There's no amount of calculation you want to do that 1 plus 1 will be 2. Because 1 plus 1 will not be 2. But like, when you find that person that gives you some semblance of peace, when you, I don't know, talk to this person or consider this person in certain ways, I feel like just give money a chance. Last, what will happen is that they will serve you breakfast and you will be fine. Like, you will come out of it, you'll survive, you'll be fine, on to the next. So first, just open your heart. Allow somebody to love you.
Allow somebody to love you.
Open your heart. Open your eyes, allow somebody to love you, and just give that man a chance. And like, I feel like you should, like I said, open your heart and be very open to like change, and be very open to like a different perspective on life. Because you and the person, you're not the same people. You are not, even if you were raised like in similar ways, like, you just cannot always be raised in the same way to a T. Like, something has to be different. So you have to be very open. And yeah, like, honestly, like I said, last, what's it that can happen is that they'll serve you breakfast. It will be painful, though, but like, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
So just give that man a chance.
Give that man a chance.
But like, do it with sense, sha.
Now, when you say do it with sense, now that's another thing. What do you
And
mean?
you know how I felt? I started by saying that there's some people that
Oh,
you
okay.
know that this one is not it. That's how you apply the sense.
So when you said that, give that man a chance, I felt attacked. Because
I
there's a
wonder
man.
why.
What? Thank you very much, guys, for watching.
No, now we have to drag you too.
You cannot drag me,
You felt very attacked, and
but give that man a chance.
yeah.
I don't have to.
So
We're
you-
different. You're talking to them.
Oh wow.
Are you talking to, did you talk to me? You're talking to them now. Give that
Okay.
man a chance, guys.
Give that man a chance.
Do you know that I was thinking about the fact that I think I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he was saying how he has been watching my podcast and he has realized that the kind of man I want is still in heaven. He said the kind of man I want is still in heaven, so that he also said I should give the earthly men a chance. That was what he said.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of hard because I don't know, like giving a man a chance, I think is difficult.
Yeah, I get that, honestly. But like, see, the thing is, as much as we have said that, oh, if you love a woman right and give her space to do her, she would, like, you know, it will come into it. See, I feel like the same thing applies for men as well. If you give them the space to be them, if you understand them, and if you love on them, because like, see, this relationship thing is give and take. It's not always 50-50. There are times when your partner is at a 30, you have to bring the 70. At times when you are 30, your partner has to bring the 70. So like, you have to, how do I put this now? The same conditions that you want the man to give you, also give it to a man. Like, see, you know that thing when I say your man is still in heaven. Like, no man is gonna take every single one of your boxes, except you want to manufacture him. You want to go to China and you manufacture the man, and you program him.
China.
You program him in the way that you know you want him to be.
Yeah.
But like, there can be a guy that's gonna have a majority of things on your list and is gonna do it for you. I feel like with time, you will either come to the realization that certain things were just not that deep for you. It's probably because, oh, you've seen it somewhere and it looked beautiful, so you wanted it.
Like
So,
a nice voice.
and you know, people have what's important to them. So you know exactly. So it's
Wait, sorry, continue when you're done.
it's either you will just notice that certain things that you were just holding to your heart is just not even that deep, or you would see that this person would kind of come to be that in some way. It might not be in the way you wanted it, but in some way the person would, you know, give that. And like, see, I promise you, it makes sense.
Wait, so excuse me. Were there things that were on your list before you were together with your present man, but you had to like cancel out?
I feel like, yeah. Okay, so it's gonna sound very, very ridiculous, and it's going to sound, I don't know if this is gonna be controversial, but
He
like,
does not cook.
thank you.
That was it.
Oh my god.
Was it?
I had told God, I was like, God, because I don't like to cook, but I like to eat. So I had told God, I was like, I really want a man that can cook, but not even like just for the food, for the aesthetics as well. Like, it's very nice to say, oh, I get breakfast in bed from my man. You know, that whole kind of situation. Oh, I go to work. You know those fantasies. I go to work one day and he has done a whole candlelit dinner waiting for me at home. But this man cannot cook. And when I mean he cannot cook, I mean he can make indomie. He can make indomie, I promise you. He's a professional at making indomie. And not just can he not cook, he doesn't cook. Like, this man buys food. Like, when they was telling him, I was like, guy, we have to sit down and like do an analysis of how you spend money, because you spend so much money on food. Like, as by he does not cook. So like, it's and when because it's one of the very first questions I'll ask you, because I know that's something I really wanted. So when I asked this man that, oh,
can you cook?
He said no. That day I was like, wow, I was like, I remember that day. I remember being in my room and I was just like, oh, can I really do this? I was like, can I really deal with this? I know how important this cooking thing is to me. Can I really do this? But like, I was just like, Chibi is food. Last, we'll have a chef.
You Abi now?
Or we'll buy. There are alternatives. No problem. So I was like, okay, sure. And then now, I mean, it's still important to me because I still like to eat.
Yeah.
But like now, you know how I was saying is either you realize it's not so important or the person would come into that life. So now he's even the one talking to me about, oh, I want to learn how to make this. I want to learn how to make that. Okay, I want to try doing this. I want to try doing that. You know, so yeah.
Balance, baby.
Balance.
Okay. So this episode was fun. Are you still shy?
Yes, we'll continue.
But you already like.
I like talking about my man. Makes me relax.
You like talking about your man. Oh my goodness. Okay. So of course cooking is also very important for me.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing we have in common.
Yeah.
The other thing we have in common is, or we don't have in common, is that you have a man
Mm-hmm.
and I'm single. To stupor. But yeah, I think one of the things I have on my list is a chef. But I've also said that it's not like I cannot do without it. But I think I don't think I want him to still be able to cook, right? But maybe not like every time. And I think if he does not want to cook, then he has to be open to at some point in our lives we get a chef.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to be open to that. If you're not open to that, then that's like the main red flag for me, because I cannot enter kitchen every day. Even as a single human being, I don't enter kitchen every day.
So
that's
very valid. So I concur with that.
There are people who enjoy it, and we give it to them.
Honestly, like my people that like to cook and they actually do it, they don't know what God has done for them. Just put it like that.
Oh my goodness. Do you know I did not drink water all through? I was thinking we'll be drinking water, but we didn't even drink water. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching this episode with us. And Oyinda, thank you very much for coming on this episode. Even though you did not know it was going to be a video.
Yeah, she ambushed me. It was crazy. But we thank God.
We thank the Lord. All right, guys, that's all for today. Bye. You're supposed to wave.
Oh, sorry.
Bye. Bye.